dear friend, move. You should know what was but honestly, it's about us to take. What and then the kind of says that we're going to do you well, but we can tell move. And you go back more in reverse order. Well, then do not be over here. Who wants to move? Drug users. One. Who are not? Drug users now. I don't know. I get it. Yeah, who wants it? Yeah? Now. I get it. Yeah, who wants it? In 5 years' time. And okay, ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. And thank you. I've been humiliated. I think the total of what was there. I think the total of what I need faith. Can I go and listen to the Kawaya and think? But what I know about natural okay, comfort zone. When they comfortable, when they will go into to their life goal in 5 years' time. So my life goal in 5 years' time, it actually means that, ladies and gentlemen, I will call it ladies and gentlemen for today. I don't want to remember. But today I will address you as ladies and gentlemen. Because you are ladies and gentlemen. You must know where you're going. You must identify your goal in life. Because if you don't do that, like within the drug users, and I want to know, guys, people went there and they were not aware, but now they want to go out, but it's difficult. Sit down. Think about your goal. Think about your goal. Think about what you want to achieve in life. Okay. Let's do that.
Preparation in life is what makes you ready for success. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mutebeng Kakawani. and I'm privileged to be standing before you today. I really do appreciate the platform for able this space in our I'm currently at the University of Botswana, I'm studying psychology and political science. I'm also a marketing consultant of Ericsson Software Solutions and a representative in Botswana. And I do public speaking at Rainbow Toastmasters. I'm not standing before you today because I'm claiming to be the wisest or the most experienced, no. It's not because no, but I simply want to talk to you about what I have seen work in other people's experiences in life, and what I see working in my own experience, and what I believe would work in your experience. Just that you'd be doing it in a way that says more of who you are as Tabo, or as Diegezing, or as Palesa. You know, guys, the problem with us as human beings is that we think we have time. This is why we live through life just getting by, as if that is enough to give us the kind of life that we want. As if it is enough to make us those CEOs or entrepreneurs that we'd like to be one day. It's like we're tiptoeing through life. You know when somebody tiptoes, they can't put towels up, like, you're not being brave. Like, we need to be assertive when it comes to our goals. We shouldn't be tiptoeing through life if you want the good life, or what you call the soft life, okay? We shouldn't be tiptoeing through life. And the problem is, this is not something that starts in our age group. This is something that starts at a very young age. Because when you're in primary, you know, I'm going to school because, well, I'm supposed to go to school. But then it's understandable, we'll try to tell you in class 1 up until class 5. But in my own personal opinion, I feel like Otohasa know my class 6, class 7, and Bazwadi Sabat no, don't like Lisa, as not high school or Lesotho High School or Sifika High School. But our sons are about going because we give perform up until this level for me to be able to be accepted at MAZENOD High School. Because I'm telling you, I don't think everyone who wanted to attend school at MAZENOD High School Bala Jumuera or got accepted because of that performance. But well, that one is water under the bridge. Now I'm talking about now at this current moment. You are looking forward to going to university. And you'd be surprised that, okay, some people have even the slightest idea of what do I want to do in the future. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to plan well in advance. Like I said, preparation in life is what will make you ready to succeed. If you already know, okay, for some people you realize, okay, I decided like the results are high for now, it's one of those situations whereby you realize, oh, I got an E in English, and I got an E in Sesotho, and I got an E in Maths, and well, I'm just going to do this course. Not because you want it, but because it's the only course it's the only course that you're eligible for. Because you were not engaged now, you were tiptoeing. That's not how it's supposed to be, guys. So, if you want to do pharmacy at the National University of Lesotho, find out to the smallest detail the kind of performance that is expected of you. If you need to get a B in Maths, find out that, okay, I'm supposed to get a B in Math, I'm supposed to get a B in English, I'm supposed to get at least a C in physical science and a B in biology. And then you progressively, every single day, work towards those marks. Because if I can tell you, like I will get like 25% in mathematics. I was really bad at math. And one thing that we can do is realize, okay, if you're getting your 30%, you'd be like, okay, the next test, let me try to make sure that I get a 50%. And then next test, you're like, okay, let me try to make sure that I get a 70%. In as much as progress is not linear, like it's not a straight line. You go up and sometimes you go down, you go up, you go down, you know. But for as long as you have that intention in mind to be like, okay, I want to improve in this subject totally, at the end of the day, it is. 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 It may I please have a job as a waiter or waitress, or just even cleaning the floors. Even if you don't earn, just having that 6 months of experience on your resume or your CV, that's the difference. Read books to enhance your mind. Because let me say, for instance, you want to be an entrepreneur in life, right? Don't just rely on academics. Academics alone, like that's not enough if you want a good life. Like I'm telling you that is a fact. Like I'm very serious on this note. So if you realize that this is what you want to be, read books like Rich Dad Poor Dad, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. If our Prime Minister, Mr. Matekane, was to release a book, I would be like, go read his book. Because you know he's an expert in his field when it comes to business. Study the greats and you shall be the greatest too. Right? That's the approach that you should be taking in life if you want to progress. Because now, even if you ask a few of my classmates, like those doing that last semester, will be like, so how do you feel that you're gonna be done university? They'll tell you that, bro, like, it's like I just got a reality check. Like last month, I was just used to getting money from my parents or from manpower. And then the next thing, I'm an adult. I need to be responsible. They're panicking. It's like they never actually realized, oh no, this. Now when I did like that. But each and every Saturday, all they would think about was allowance to look at that. Don't be that person. And sometimes you might find out, okay, it's not that they're necessarily really enjoying the drinking. Some of them drink because they're running away from their problems. When I was told that one of them, children I never told that faults. You sit down and hand what hand one hand or really because I didn't have to graduate. Like I didn't have anything and the facility has to do with my company. And the only way to distract would be to drink, even do drugs, like just like Mr. Joseph has mentioned. Don't take that route if you want a good life. Don't ever allow yourself to go through that route. So one other thing would be read books. Make sure that you enhance your mind because those books are the ones that make you to think in a different way. No one is born more brilliant than the other. You just need to get out of your way. Those kinds of working, certain things are meant for certain people and the other things are not meant for certain people. When I was in high school, I think somewhere very global and novels and really because, well, not all trying to get up an hour. That's what they like saying. So not have, but then don't follow up on such things. Don't ever think certain things are meant for other people and they're not meant for you. Everything is meant for everyone, just as long as you work for it. So this to actually see this is a weakness that we as humans have, like being too comfortable. At the same time, I got graduated, and then, well, I found out stability and the salary, right? And then, which is good, right? But being too comfortable in life, comfort is your greatest enemy as a person because anything can happen at any time. Maybe the company that you're working for might want to downsize only its staff members or to working conditions are not good for your mental health, right? You need to have something to fall back on. Okay, at least that's why I'm savings are making a business savings. I've always wanted to start this business. Let me start this business, you know, like have that skill set over at least give a login but to Manala or just anything. Like even if it means selling on the streets, do that. You know, you need to learn how to get out of the right? So even in adult life, it's still this is why they so now in this trend, adults like people who give out financial advice say that we should learn how to multiply our streams of income. Obviously, many sources of income, not just your job, but on the side, have something on the side besides your job, right? That's called being prepared. like be prepared. Don't be caught off guard by circumstances. Yeah, circumstances can happen or you get fired, but at least you having something to fall back on. When I was in high school, I was very quiet. Like it's almost like I didn't have an identity because I always thought this person came and get along. And this weekend, I would suggest places not because I really want to go there, but because I wanted to look cool and be accepted in that group. Okay? So my high school life wasn't really nice, but after high school, I detached from that group of friends. I stopped being friends with them. I lied to them. I would always tell them that I'm babysitting, even when I was lying, until they stopped calling me. So I started reading books, and one of the very first books that I read was Mind Power. And then I would write notes in my own words and summarize, and that's a way of learning English. When we as students have this tendency of having English, the night before. English is a language. You talk it every single day such that it becomes a part of you. That's how you pass it. Read books, read newspapers. Start from now, right? Because I usually the composition and writing letters. So I would read books, and then the one question that always left me unsettled was, yes, I'm reading these books and I'm gaining all this knowledge, but what of it? Like, what's the point of me reading this book and this getting all this knowledge? And at the end of the day, it didn't make sense. It felt like, hey, why if I'm wasting my time? Why am I reading this book if I want to complete it again? And that made me realize that yes, knowledge is power. But if you don't exercise the power, there's no point that you learn at all. If right now you are attending this presentation or this seminar, but you're not going to do anything about anything you learned, there was no point of you knowing what we're talking about today. So, luckily enough, I got a job of tutoring supplementing students at Sifika. I was tutoring them biology, mathematics, I improved in mathematics, mathematics and English. And then after that, a lot of things happened that year. I tutored them for like 3 years. I was not in university when my friends went to university, which put me in a very deep state of depression. I didn't want to be honest. But that's not something that I would tell my parents. So I also got approached by a group of my classmates, and then they were like, we want to do this event called Season X, and we think the way we're going to fund this event would be to sell biscuits and ginger in town. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'm game. Like, the thing is, I didn't know why would these people approach me. People don't even know me in high school because I was just too quiet, but I was excited that they considered me. So we sold biscuits in town, and we ended up forming relationships with one of those companies. Back then it was Marketers Services, because they ended up buying in bulk, and we saved that numbers, right? And then exactly that year, that's the year that I joined MAZENOD, which is a public speaking organization. And that's where I boosted like my confidence and exercised my knowledge of the books that I used to read. Also, what actually happened that year is I got very sick in October. I got very sick. I had what we call a brain aneurysm, right? And then I got admitted at medical clinic. On the 13th November, I still remember this day very well. Around 12, I was getting prepared to do the brain surgery, but then I survived it. Thank God I survived it, and I'm still here. So I went through all that, and then the next year, which was in 2020, that's when COVID started. I got accepted at the University of Botswana, which is where I'm currently at right now. But I still continued doing public speaking, because now that everything was online, the meetings were online, I still continued doing public speaking. I still continued reading books. I never stopped. And then I volunteered to be part of the executive team. So I led as the vice president of public relations at our club, like in Rainbow Toastmasters. Also, there's this conference that they hold annually, which is the Southern African Toastmasters Conference, where we celebrate different cultures from different countries, like Southern African countries. I'm talking Lesotho, South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Sudan, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Madagascar, Angola. I know there were like about 10 or 12, yeah, but there were like close to 1,000 participants, and I volunteered to be an MC, which is the co-host. And it happened in 2 consecutive years, but I was scared. Like, it was the first time me like getting to talk and find such a lot of people. You know, I know it was online, but it still gives you that. Now everyone is literally listening to me. You know, I hope I don't mess this up, but that's when I realized that don't ever think some other people are worth something if you're not worth. If you get an opportunity, try it first before you're like, oh, yeah. You know, so the conference passed, and later on in 2022, one of the gentlemen who used to work at Bacteria and Services, when we realized that I would post things about public speaking, he approached me. And I realized that you do public speaking, and I think that your skill and your confidence could be of value to our company. We want you to come market everything software solutions for us. I was excited. I was like, oh my God, like, how am I getting this before even starting marketing? I didn't say, no, I don't know anything about marketing. No, I just thought I was starting. And what I did was to take up modules under marketing at school. Instead under psychology, we take subjects that have to do with marketing to enhance my skills, how do I sell? You know, I didn't go like, no, which is the very same thing I'm saying to you guys. Don't ever think other people are worth something if you're not worth that, right? So even up till today, I still do continue, like I'm still reading books the same way. And one thing that I'm also doing is I realized, okay, what I want is, what I aspire to be, I want to be an industrial or organizational psychologist. Like I want to work with corporates. I want to be the one motivating employer and employees, or be the one do strategic planning of organizations. And I've already found out to the university that I want to attend, maybe to do my master's, the kind of performance that's needed. I already found out that, okay, this is the average that they want, and I'm working towards that every single day, which is what I'm saying to you guys. Like, Oscar, fella, no, you don't like a basa at what level? You're supposed to have something that you're working towards. Don't just go on autopilot, but till what level, you know? So I'm even still reading this other book that I know that organizational psychologists would like. It would really be of great value to them. So it's not even a book that I was told to read at school. It's just a book that I realized, oh, if I read this book, and also did the research that I even asked Mr. Joseph, and he was like, yeah, this book is a very good book that even one of my friends was telling me that whose bank uses this book to do the strategies and everything. I'm like, oh, you know, like I went out of my way. I'm not just relying on academics, because at the end of graduating, we're still going to have those many people who want to do industrial psychology, right? Psychology. And you realize that also they have a degree and they have everything else. I also have the same things, but what would make it different is that I have the knowledge that you don't. Yes, like if I'm asked a certain question, I know that I'm going to be able to answer this because I learned this from this other book, and that book was written by an expert in that field. So for any career that you choose, find out their expert in that field and read about their experiences. That's how you learn. You don't just learn by going to school. No, you need to be out there. You get. So guys, my most critical message for you today is that being prepared in life is what will make you ready to succeed, right? And I dare you, you know the game Truth or Dare? Yeah, and I dare you to be as courageous as you can be when it comes to your goals. Don't feel sorry. You know, for some people will be like, hey, you know, my friends are gonna be like, I'm gonna have like mama. No, you don't have to think about even your friends. Like, if you have friends who are against what you do, maybe it's time that you cut ties. Like, I'm sorry to put it that way, but if you really wanna make it, and when you see that circumstances or things are changing in your life and your friends are moving in some type of way, then I wouldn't advise for such friends, right? So, yeah, I dare you guys to be very courageous when it comes to your goals and always be prepared in advance, and the odds will be stacked in your favor. Thank you.
Because from today, I believe that you're going to look at your work in a different way. You're going to change your work again. I am also told that then you're going to excel, you're going to have the goal. You're not just going to reach, but you will have a certain goal that you are looking towards again. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's one thing that I wanted to leave with you guys. Maybe you do that once you're done. I'll just write a list of like 4 books that I want you to go through. Actually, you can search them on the internet. I'll just write them on the chalkboard.
Yeah, what I said, how long will you change? They must prioritize how long? And when I remember that I'm going to be part of you guys today, I came up with the song, and that goes. You chose, you are paid, you work on it. You chose, you are paid, you work on it. You chose, you are paid, you work on it. You chose, you are paid, you work on it. You chose, you are paid, you work on it. You chose, you are paid, you work on it. You chose, you are paid, you work on it. You chose, you are paid, you work on it. Now, such as still, what I'm going to put now, I like what you're saying, the Tanzania later on. Now, why? Why did you think? Why? Now, I'm going to look up. Hey, but hey, no such as something. But hey, I think a fellow now. Why are we doing this? Our purpose is to make young people aware of the importance of identifying and knowing what they want in life. Guys, we want you to identify and know exactly what you want in life. Because how's that going to work out your guy? Over for like your man, okay, a man has to get trying to do something. You know, guys, I always said there are people who are in those groups and they are struggling to come out. Their life is being wasted. You teach them more. When I answer, the challenge, the challenge, the hundred. But that one, you got I can tell you what we're going. Guys, it's bad. And it's very difficult to disentangle yourself from that track. Go and check what does the word disentangle mean. But it means to depart yourself from that group. So you must always know in life ke mo gona ke laka ka ba botsa le ba tlhoya but when you have an awareness I ke bona batho ba 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 ile bona ina ka ba tsa go hela mane ke tla go sa hela mane ke hantle go tlomo batla mana ke le mo tswe my life go 5 years down the line you know man in the you are going to choose you are going to think you are going to think about your goal and have it in mind and put it somewhere and every day when you wake up work towards your goal. It was basically that. And many other people become part of the groups or dealings that they do not have chosen to be part of them. And they be aware that they need to identify and choose their life. Guys, I read a book by Walter Wallace, and the book was titled The Science of Getting Rich. And I remember exactly, so ke sebeditse o mo ka sebetsa go mapolese mo kae but at the end of the day o tla go be le go ya bona why exactly do you want to ke tsela ona go bona why are we doing this we are starting to help young people to be better people in future guys how do you do it obane hal na se again Guardi, ma anche le settimane, che fumane, please, let us work it down. Yes, I want to be, because we are starting to change. We are aspiring, in fact, to unlock people's potential for success through powerful motivation and life coaching. But when better future society, we are starting to build a better future society. Again, you choose your pen, your work on it. You choose your pen, your work on it. Again, what I'm looking at that name. To motivate young people to do more on their life goals, guys. I don't have folks or the Baba I need to be motivated. We are here to motivate you. To say, we should not have a life goal. Again, 2 hours life goal. Yes. So, guys, we are here to say, do more. And we are here to say, how much more? Go and think about this. Go and think about it. And have them. We are going to work with this journey with you guys. To walk the journey of success with young people. That's what Jay Marketers is aspiring to do. I give. Yes. Do you have goal? Do you have goal? Yes. Do you have that goal? Yes. And even if you may not answer, if you don't have it, go and have life. Go and think about it. 5 years down the line, where do you see yourself? You must be very clear. 3 years down the line, at least. Whatever. Now, what I there. Any time down the line, set your goal. Think hard about what you want to achieve, guys. Have time. Have time. Okay, that's a fair enough. If it is in the morning, wake up one of these days and have a cup of coffee, cup of exercise, and try to think about it and throw it down. And throw it down. Just not for every man. If I ever wake up, that's what I'm thinking about. I can learn to kill him. He's actually thinking hard about what he was doing. We hope to work on a construction company. I can learn to kill him. Throw it to him. Come over, let's try to say and put it on the side of the bed. So that you sit. And every day when you wake up, work towards it. Conscious and liberate. Throw it. Write it somewhere where it is. But I want to keep this thing around. But have a wound somewhere. In mind, it's still okay. Even if you don't throw it. How to say about it? That's two ways up. Down to the I can give one. Masakata. Como na coisa one. O was we have my builder. We have my pay. And I want to be uncomfortable to step out of that group. It's very difficult to cut ties, as she said. But be uncomfortable. But the reality of life, they are not very so. Yes. Now, women, when I let you feel over there, you're control, I guess. They are stamping doors. And then, we call Hadi all the time. Because you must have a people who. How do I get out of here? Now we can have it. Now we can have more. I can prove about your progress. For long, I'm going to have over. If one day you are first and then you want to say she did and you want to again. So there is always a way. You must. What is it that is within your control? You told us to say, well, that's not then it's beyond your control. But what is the alternative? You know, I have someone who is the one to qualify everything. Even when it's a music, he was a good job. I did high school. I covered my university. For the straight code. And Tagazan Mataya, then the top of Baba University. But now, I am a travel accountant. Who I was to the man, didn't take money. That it was beyond my control because can I as this man? When the commander of the this man. But the method they can know. But the I guess also center in. You know what the bigger work was? I wanted to be an educated person. But the Kapata, I want to go. So there are always actions. Thank you. So, what are them beyond your control? But it's always beyond your control. Everything your control, you must be your rules. You must pass your test. You must pass your exam. So there are always possibilities. Probably, but there should always be possibilities. Possibilities. Cannot do everything. One cannot do. You must have that goal in mind always. Start small. Start small. If I'm this is quite a challenge. But pay for that if you read your books, if you change the way you are doing things now and for the betterment and do more. I mean, talk about the strategize. Again. It's got quantity of time, but even quality time. You must also explore the way in which you are. You don't get them enough. How they can set a rate, set a rate, you know, time, or possible in the hill, go for a land of young letter. And for other things that result, what is it? Wow. And yeah, we never people we have we were attempting it here in Ghana, but I identify on that in Ghana body. Government of Ghana had great guys. And when they have a whole lot of people that are you know what I did? You must always have them there. Because we can have 4-5. Yeah, I can talk about it. It's a plan. You go like once again, test, cut down the exam papers again. Fraha, Kabaleso, God, when you're in Pomola, it tests the time, and I got to speed, focusing on speed. Never really to the exam environment, the toilet, but that is how do you have a boy? She look at me like a stupid. But you are planning so like you are doing so again. Oh, yeah. When I was going to have, and I was a little bit to some when. So I and the other so that's how I'm going to let's identify our goals. What we have just delivered so far. Engineering model, what life coaching will be done. Grow model. Grow model is drawing. Grow, there's he there again. Is gold. And reality. By the way, reality gold. You don't have money. Reality gold. God, what I had when you told I need to open. Reality gold. Reality gold. I hold to our own head. So deal with the reality. If you have your control, avoid it. It's not control, but still have your bigger goal in mind, isn't it? Isn't it? You go to reality, and then there's option. One other option, they prioritize them. Have a list of options. Okay, professor at university. When you figure out you go back, okay, like an hour, but I can also go to so far. I can also go to the house. You guys are very busy. You can only then you prioritize. But every day, we'll go here, Professor Hamoni, you can when I told him about he will take care of the why you see yourself there. You are already that thing in mind. And you behave like that person. And get another thing, you are going to be that person. That's how people have achieved it. But as you do, then we want to